You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land, and all of you, all of my friends, all of my friends around the world. Listen to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Listen, guys, I had a chance to go out this morning. When I tell y'all it was lovely, it was lovely. It's 71 degrees, going up to a lovely high of 82. I feel like it's fall already, right? And it's so funny because I like the summer, and a lot of people really love summer. I like summer too, but I tell you, I really love, I like the fall. The winter, I can kind of do without the winter. But for the fall and the spring, I love fall and spring. Because you know why? One, I love wearing boots. So it gives me the opportunity to wear boots. And so I'm like one of those people who like shoes, right? You know people that like shoes and like, that's one of their things. Well, I like shoes, but I love boots. And so whenever I get an opportunity to wear some boots, I'm all excited about wearing my boots. And I love jeans. I'm real country, y'all. Like down to the bone. Like and it's so funny because I remember being a little girl when my mother moved my brother and I to New Jersey. And even though I spent most of my life in Jersey, which I did, I still love Georgia, right? And you would think that after all those years, I wouldn't love Georgia, but I still love Georgia. And so my mom used to say, because I used to always say, I want to move back to Georgia. She's like, what you want to move back down to the country for? That was her favorite thing. But that's because I love Georgia. And I tell people like, yeah, I'm real country at the root of who I am. And so I love jeans and I love boots and stuff like that. So it's crazy because that's what I like, you know. And then a lot of times, you know, people just, you know, they kind of don't embrace who they are. Listen, I'm proud to be a Georgian. I'm proud to be a Gwinnetian. So, you know, I love it. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today is Thursday. Yes, it is August the 18th. Yeah, you know what's crazy is time does not stand still for anybody. When I look back at the calendar, like we're already almost through the end of August. Just that quick. Like time moves so freaking quick. And you be thinking to yourself, well, wait a minute now, hold on. I haven't done all the stuff that I was supposed to do this month. Well, guess what? You got next month, so keep it moving because time is not waiting on you or anybody else. And it's crazy because I look at that and say, man, am I really using my time wisely? And you got to ask yourself the same thing because we can mess around and I don't know about y'all. Let me just speak for myself. I'm gonna speak for myself. I don't know about y'all, but I can mess up some time sometimes, right? I really can. Because sometimes I find myself just kind of skipping out, but that's because I need a break. So I don't skip out until I really need a break about stuff. You know, then I skip out. But not very often do I just skip out on stuff. But I will dip out in a second and be like, okay, I'm gonna take a mental break. Because sometimes I just need a mental break. And sometimes you need that for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to say, you know what, I need a second. Matter of fact, I need two. And you take a break for yourself. All right, let's get on with this show. Today is Thursday, August the 18th. It's also National Fajita Day. It's National Ice Cream Pie Day. It's National Mail Order Catalog Day. And it's National, listen to this one. This is a good one for somebody. National Pinot Noir Day. Yes, get you some wine. Get you a glass of wine and relax. I just talked about it. Check out for a second. Get you some, I don't know. I just like, listen, I'm not a drinker. But if I have to drink wine, it's going to be Moscato. And I know some people saying Moscato is not real wine. Well, it's the wine of my choice. So if I'm going to drink any kind of wine, I did have a wine though. My daughter bought me, was some kind of rosé. And I was like, okay, that's pretty good that I actually like. But I don't like dry wines. I like sweet wines. If I'm going to drink a wine, it needs to be sweet. That's why I like Moscato. And so when I am out drinking socially, that's pretty much what I'm drinking. Every now and then, I might hit a little harder. Like a margarita. Margarita is rough. Like, I don't know if y'all know it or not, but margarita will tear you down, baby. Let me say this. Margarita tears me down. Like, after one of them, I'm done. I'm one and done. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Let's do these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah 1000 for today, Thursday, August 18th. We're going to kick that thing off like we always do, and that is with Aries. You may want to make drastic changes concerning your personal partner. Oh, crap. All right, Aries. Try not to judge too quickly. Mingle with those who have similar interests, and you should be able to start something. All right, listen, you want to make some drastic changes concerning your personal partner? Drastic? All right, do what you got to do. Listen, at the end of the day, you got to do what's going to make you happy, Aries, whatever that is. And I get it. You don't want to hurt folks' feelings, but do you want to be sad because you're trying to make everybody else happy? Think about that for a second. I'm just saying. That's a choice you got to make. Do what you got to do. Taurus, take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves. You can make amends by taking them somewhere special. You need to take a long, hard look at yourself and your personal situation. Okay, there we go again, personal. Listen, Taurus, it's your personal situation. The key word there being personal. You got to take a long, hard look at yourself and your personal situation. Outside people and forces can't fix your personal situation. That's up to you. So take a long, hard look at yourself and your personal situation. Stop looking at other folks and trying to blame them for your mistakes, your choices, things that's not going right in your life. It's you. So you need to take a long, hard look at that. Gemini, take special care in any home improvement project you work on today. You'll be glad you did. Lovers will be demanding. You are best to sign your partner up for activities that will be tiring. You should be promoting your ideas. So why they want you to make your partner tired? Why are the stars telling you today, Gemini, to do something that's going to make your partner tired? Do you just need them to be quiet for a second? They won't, so you're just going to do something to tire them out? That's crazy. Anyway, promote your ideas. If they're good ideas, promote them. Protect them, though, before you start promoting them. Protect them. Make sure your ideas are protected, okay? Cancer, you need to take time to make things better. You can help them more than they can help you. You will gain new friends if you get involved in environmental issues. All right? Listen, you can help them more than they can help you. Sometimes you just got to be selfless, Cancer, and just help somebody. And then in return, it's probably going to help you. A lot of times when I'm in a funky mood, whenever I do something to make somebody else smile, I smile. And because I do that, I feel better. So you just may need to help somebody else, more than they can help you right now. And that's going to help you in the long run, right? Right. Leo, you are better not to say too much to colleagues. Travel will enhance your romance and adventure. Opportunities to get involved in investment groups will pay off. Sounds amazing. Yes. Don't say too much to your colleagues today. Keep it to yourself. I know you want to share, but some people you just can't share stuff with, Leo. So don't say too much to your colleagues. They may be in a bad mood. They may take your information and leak it. Just don't. Travel is going to enhance your romance and your adventure. Look at you. Sounds amazing. Can you imagine going on a camping trip for the fall? It's because next month, September, we're going to be in fall in a few weeks. Opportunities to get involved in investment groups will pay off. Make sure you understand what you're investing in, Leo. It's going to pay off for you, but it's only going to pay off if you understand what you're doing. If you don't understand, you know what I say, consult a professional. Virgo, don't spend too much on products that promise amazing cosmetic results. Romantic opportunities will be plentiful if you go out with friends. Travel opportunities look positive, but be cautious while driving. I don't know, it seemed like a day of love and personal growth and adventure and romance. Look at all that goodness going on. Listen, don't spend too much on products that's going to promise you amazing cosmetic results, because 9 times out of 10, Virgo, they don't work. Listen, I have tried so many things for so many different reasons that just did not work. They just took my money. So I'm telling you, don't do that. All right? Don't do that to yourself, because all you're going to do is waste your money. Okay? Okay. All right, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County, so stay tuned.
I've been thinking about you. I'm waiting for it all to come true. I'm longing to hear you say, you know that I miss us. I wanna be the one that you trust, 'cause you have stolen my heart away. There can't be no other. Baby, I don't even bother. Whatever they have to say.
Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Michael Thassa. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Trips will be more than adventurous. Look at you. You should be doing something special with children. Your determination and stamina will make your work look flawless and effortless. I know that's how it is, right? Because you are determined and you got all that energy. It makes it look like it's easy. You make it look easy, baby. You make it look easy, Libra. It ain't easy though, right? It's not easy. People think it look easy because you make it look easy. Then they go and try to copy you and they realize, woo, this is not easy. I know it happens all the time. I make it look easy because guess what? I love doing it. I'm passionate about it. I have energy for it. Now, will you make it look that easy? Probably not, because it's not your dream. It's not your vision. It's not your thing. You're just copying somebody. Scorpio, things are looking up. Put some energy into getting back into shape. Listen to reason. Your intellectual charm will entice mates who have common interests. All right, things are looking. I know Scorpio saying, thank God. Things are looking up, Scorpio. I know it's been looking bleak for a minute. You saying, thank the Lord. Things are finally looking up. I get it, baby. It's looking up for you. Yes. In the meantime, put some energy into getting back into shape. Whatever that energy is for you. I go to the gym 2 days a week, and then I'm about to start bowling again next Thursday. So that's my 3 days of exercise. I need to get in like 4, though. Like, for real, I do. My nutritionist told me I should be doing aerobics. But I can't do aerobics. My freaking knees hurt. So I be doing the weightlifting and all the knee things to pull because they told me if I took the pressure, if I build up the muscle in my thigh, the muscle will pull, I guess, the cartilage or the ligament or something up so my kneecaps won't rub together because they hurt. Anyway, I know that's so much information. Anyway, do your thing, baby. Do your thing, Scorpio. Things are looking up for you. Sagittarius, chances to express your ideas and belief can bring popularity as long as you're not arrogant. Overindulgence will mean poor health. Visit someone who hasn't been feeling well lately. Too much of anything is not good for you, Sagittarius. I don't care what it is. So overindulgent will mean poor health if you do too much of a thing, drink too much of a thing, eat too much of a thing. Too much is the key word there, overindulgence, right? Cool. In the meantime, visit somebody who hasn't been feeling well lately. You want to show them some love because they probably need to see you. They probably really do need to see you. Capricorn, do not reveal personal information to those you feel may be untrustworthy. Right? You may meet that special person if you attend fundraising functions. Don't let your personal partner hold you back. Look, Capricorn, don't let anybody hold you back. Understand this. It's you that have to live your life. I'm just saying, because somebody need to hear this today. It's you that have to live your life, right? And so sometimes that means you have to leave some people behind. It's just the truth of the matter. Any successful person out there who's successful in anything will tell you, yeah, I had to leave a few people behind. And not that you're trying to be mean. It's just that everybody can't go where you go. They can't. They're not ready to go where you go. And you trying to drag them and carry them. I have a client, and she is a sweetheart, right? But she's always trying to drag people along with her. And I have to constantly remind her, listen, you can't, they're not ready. They don't show up to anything. When they do show up, they don't pay attention. They got stuff going on in the background. They're not ready to go where you're going. And that's okay. When they get ready, they'll go. When they get ready, they'll come. So just know that, Capricorn. Sometimes you just have to, don't let people hold you back. Keep moving. If they can't keep up, then you're going to have to leave them. I know that sounds mean, but it's the truth. It's not being mean. It's just being honest. Aquarius, if you act with anger, you may blow your relationship. Discuss your objectives with peers or lovers. Be prepared to have relatives or close friends introduce you to new and exciting individuals. All right, you about to get the hookup, Aquarius. Yes, you about to get the hookup to somebody new and exciting. Now, wait a minute now. Make sure you free. Make sure you free, Aquarius. Make sure you in some kind of situation. Don't be in a situation. Do it when you're single. I get it. You ain't happy where you are, but do it when you're single. I'm just trying to help you out. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. Career changes may not be your choice right now, but in the long run, they will be to your advantage. Dealing with foreigners will be most enlightening. This might not be the day for hasty decisions. All right, pump the brake, fish. Pump the brake. Today is not the day to make them hasty decisions. Think things through. Take a minute. As a matter of fact, take 2 and think about what it is you're about to do. You don't want to be hasty. Haste make waste. I'm just trying to help you out, me and the stars, right? Career changes may not be the right choice right now. But in the long run, it's going to be to your advantage. So just be patient. What I'm hearing in my mind's eye right now is you need to be patient today. You need to be patient. And dealing with foreigners is going to be enlightening. So talk to a foreigner because they got to tell you something that's going to be enlightening. All right? I don't know about you, but I'm listening to the stars today. I'm listening to the stars, fish. This fish right here is listening to the stars. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again on Monday to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Dawson. Now let's get on to some news you can use. Want to give a happy birthday shout out to Miss Rosalind Carter. That's President Jimmy Carter's wife. I think I missed President Obama's birthday. I think I saw something on, see, it's so many birthdays, and sometimes I miss them if they're not on my radar. But anyway, I think I missed President Obama's birthday, and I would be remiss without even saying happy belated birthday, President Obama, if I missed it. And happy birthday, Mrs. Rosalind Carter, and many, many, many more. She's 95, y'all, today. Woo, Lord. I think, how old is President Carter? He's about 99, I think. I need to know what their secret to longevity is. I need to say, hey, is it the peanuts? Because I eat a lot of those. Is it the peanuts? I'm just being facetious right now, for real. But anyway, happy birthday, Mrs. Carter. And President Obama, if I forgot your birthday, darling, happy birthday. I always got to give him a happy birthday when I remember. Happy birthday and many, many more, all of you. Listen to this. I thought it was, so someone said to me this morning, I thought you didn't do bad news. I said, sometimes I have to talk about bad news. But anyway, and this is like celebrity news. I wanted to talk about this, so I didn't have to, but I wanted to. So one of the members of the Nappy Roots was kidnapped at gunpoint at an Atlanta brewery and shot during his escape. So he is the owner of Atlanta Tucky Brewing, and he came outside, I guess, at closing. His name is the rapper Scales, the co-owner of Atlanta Tucky in downtown Atlanta, was forced into a car at gunpoint last night. And when he tried to escape, he was shot. He tried to break free, he was shot. But anyway, he's better, and but he got shot in the leg, so he's in hospital. He wasn't terminally injured. He was shot in his leg. He's at Grady Memorial recovering. But you know what came to my mind, because he wasn't the only one assaulted that night. So somebody else got shot in the parking lot. People were trying to rob him. So what that says to me is you guys need to hire some security. Like, you need to get a whole bunch of security people down there to make sure this doesn't happen, because if the owner comes out, anybody, you don't want people to get hurt at your establishment, because now people say, I'm not going over there. Like, the owner done got shot and the customer done got shot. Like, people like, I'm not going. So they need to they need to beef up security around there. But I'm glad that everybody made it out. You know, they got injured, but they didn't die. They didn't lose their lives. So that's a great thing. The robbers got away with $30. They done shot 2 people just to get $30. That is nuts. So anyway, they got to beef up security. And I just wanted to talk about that story, because I felt like, they need to call one of, we got a client in at Greater East Side. It's a security company. I'm about to shoot the article to her, like, look, you need to reach out to them, because they need your help bad, because they need to beef up security at their location. So, yeah. Georgia high school football players rescued an injured woman trapped in her car after a wreck. Look at them. Thank God for these young men. Thank God for these young men. A group of high school football players in northern Georgia jumped out of their cars while on the way to school to help free a woman who was injured and trapped in a car after a wreck. This happened Friday morning. It says Trayvon Adams, 16, was driving to school Friday morning with his teammates Antoine Corey, 16, Tyson Brown, 17, and Alto Moore, 16, when they saw the crash. The 4 are members of the Rome High School football team. Fellow player Caesar Parker was in another vehicle with his mother and got out to help rescue the woman. So that's a great thing. I had to share that story because that's a story of bravery. A few years ago, my daughter was driving down Sugarloaf Parkway, and I happened to be coming down Sugarloaf Parkway, and I looked over in a ditch, and her SUV was in the ditch. And I'm looking like, wait a minute, is that my... So I'm driving, I'm looking like, that looks like my daughter's SUV. It was in a ditch. And so I pulled over to the side of the road, and as I pulled over to the side of the road, she just came screaming and crying across the road. And I'm like, what happened? She said the car, and we knew that something was wrong with the SUVs because they had a recall in the car. She said she was driving straight down the road, and the car just went into the ditch and hit like an embankment. And the car was going, let's say it was going eastbound. I want to say, no, westbound. Let's say it was going westbound. She was driving westbound. When I got to her, the car was facing eastbound. So apparently the car just went off the road, hit the embankment, and went up in the air, turned around, and was facing eastbound. So there was a group of guys who played baseball going eastbound. and it was a woman behind them going eastbound. And when I got there, it was all these guys. They all played baseball on a baseball team, and this lady. And they said they saw the whole thing. They said she was just driving, and the car just went off the road, hit the embankment, went up in the air, spent around, and was facing east. And the whole front end of the car, under the car, was on the west side, just laying on the ground. It was crazy. And so the lady said to me, she said, I got to tell you something. She said, I saw it. She said, I saw the car go up in the air and spin around and land eastbound, not in the road where it could have been a mess. It landed eastbound, facing eastbound. It was facing eastbound. It was facing westbound, but on the eastbound side. She said, I saw the car when it went up in the air, and she said it spun around and it dropped down and it landed facing west on the east side lane, eastbound lane. She said, if you had seen it, you would have had a heart attack. And I said, and I was literally minutes before I got to the scene. And those guys got out there and they helped her out the car, and it was her and the dog. So we had Diamond at the time. So it was her and Diamond. And she said all she remembered doing was hitting the embankment, and she heard Diamond go, because she said Diamond went up to the ceiling and dropped down because the car went up. But the boys said to me, they said, ma'am, we were determined not to leave her by herself. And it was about 4 or 5 of them. It was 3 cars. It was 4 in one car, and I think it was like 6, I think. It was 4 in one car, 2 in another car, and then there was this lady. And they was like, we were determined to stay right here with her and not leave her. So they called an ambulance and everything. But the lady said to me, she said, had you seen what I had seen with your daughter, you would have had a heart attack. And that's what she said to me. And I was like, thank God I didn't see it, because I'm just such a wreck. I said, thank God I didn't see it, because I probably would have had a heart attack. And so anyway, I'm glad that those young men were there to help that woman get out of that car and get to safety, because that could have went way worse, especially if her car was like leaking gas or something, or, I'm just glad that she was okay. And I'm glad they were there to help her. Listen, I don't feel like they're coincidence. They were on the road at the right time and in the right place. And she was inside her car. She was trapped by the doors. They wouldn't open, but they were able to get her out. Yep, they said we were seeing she was in pain. She was screaming and asking for help, and so they were able to get her out. So kudos to those young men for just being a lifesaver to that woman and easing her fears, because I'm sure she probably thought it was the end for her, All right, that was a pretty heavy story, even though it was a sweet story. I want to go to a song. I'll be right back after this song to bring you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County and beyond. Stay tuned.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now. Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. Choose right from wrong. We found the strength to go on together. To go on together. Yeah. To go on together. To go on together. Moonlight and fire, dancing closely together and staying forever young. What about you and I then? Can we two find a way to align with each other? Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong.
early rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Berkeley Lakes Mayor and City Council recently voted unanimously to lower the city's millage rate from 1.746 to 1.455 mills for a home with a fair market value of $661,113 in 2021. The city property taxes was $461.72. For a home of the same value in 2022, the tax will be $384.77. This represents a 16.67% reduction in property taxes. So I know the people of Berkeley Heights, Berkeley Lakes are saying, yes, thank you, Lord, because their property taxes are going down. The city has steadily continued to lower property taxes for homeowners over the past 5 years. So you can view if you want to see the current property tax digest and a 5-year history of rates, you can go to tinyurl.com/B Lake Tax Digest. If you want to see the property taxes, the current property tax digest and a 5-year history of rates, you can go to www.tinyurl.com/B as in boy Lake Tax Digest. Check that out. I know they're happy because they actually have a reduction. I know they're saying thank you, Lord, because everything else is so expensive, so to get some kind of reduction is happiness for some people, I'm sure. Snellville officials is ready to ask residents about alcohol sales. Yes, they said Snellville residents may see changes to city alcohol sales coming soon. The city recently announced that residents will vote on whether or not they want the city to issue licenses to businesses for package sales of alcohol in the November 8th election. So the election's coming up. You're going to get an opportunity to vote on that. Residents can serve now, but restaurants can serve now, but we've never had package sales, and that is something that several people over the years have looked into, said City Manager Butch Saunders. So apparently, they can serve alcohol, but they want to know, can they sell alcohol going out the door? There's no store, no freestanding store where you can buy liquor or distilled spirits. Said, wait a minute. So what about in the grocery store? Is that not the same? I'm wondering, that must not be the same. The ballot question will read as such: shall the governing authority of the city of Snellville, Georgia, be authorized to issue licenses for package sales of distilled spirits within the city limits of the city of Snellville? That's what it's going to read. And when it reads that, the residents of that have to vote on it. If approved, Mayor Bender and the city council will determine the number of licenses that will be awarded and when stores will be able to sell liquor. Early voting is October the 17th through November the 4th, Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Snellville City Hall. So, listen, if you want to vote on this, you'll get a chance to vote on it, and this is how it's going to read. I'm going to read it to you again. It's going to read as such: shall the governing authority of the city of Snellville, Georgia, be authorized to issue licenses for package sale of distilled spirits within the city limits of the city of Snellville? You get the vote on there. Early voting starts October the 17th to November the 4th, Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Snellville City Hall. So this is where you get an opportunity to say yes or no. And then if this passed, then Mayor Bender's going to determine how many, in the city council, they're going to determine how many licenses they actually issue once it's been voted on. 3 new members are named to the Leadership Gwinnett Foundation Board. Yep, Leadership Gwinnett recently announced the appointment of 3 new members to the Foundation Board. The new members include Lisa Anders, who is the Executive Director of Explore Gwinnett, Jennifer Fennell, who is the Gwinnett District Manager at Jackson EMC, and Tim Lee, broker owner of NDI Maxim Real Estate LLC. The Foundation Board of Directors are responsible for the overall governance and the well-being of the organization. Leadership Gwinnett officials said the governing board maintains the organization's vision, mission, and core values, as well as provides strategic directions for physical health. So congratulations to those of you who have been nominated to the board. I'm sure that you're going to do good things. I don't know the other 2 people, but I have had an extensive conversation with Lisa, so I know she's going to do great things on that board because she just seems like a great person who is all about making sure Gwinnett stays on top of our game in certain industries, especially in the film space. So All right. Lisa also serves on the board of the Aurora Theater, Southeastern Railway Museum, and Partnership Gwinnett Public Funding Entity. She's one of Georgia's only certified destination management executives, a 2018 graduate of Regional Leadership Institute, and 2013 Leadership Gwinnett graduate as well. So they got, listen, good for them. So I'm cool. That's cool. I think that's great. You know, strong boards help do strong things. Gwinnett Chamber, Atlanta Chinese Entrepreneur Club will work together to support local Chinese American business owners. Gwinnett Chamber had a good event yesterday that I had an opportunity. It was called On Topics, which was a great event yesterday. We went to, it was chamber members and presidents and business owners, and it was sponsored by Rocket IT, and it was a good event. It gave us the opportunity to see what the economic outlook looked like for the rest of this year, moving into 2023. So that was a great event. But anyway, the Gwinnett Chamber and the Atlanta Chinese Entrepreneur Club are teaming up to support and grow Chinese and Chinese American businesses in Gwinnett County. The two organizations recently signed a memorandum of understanding to work together to further their respective goals to support local businesses. The agreement with the Atlanta Chinese Entrepreneur Club, also known as the AEC, is the latest in a series of similar memorandums of understanding that Gwinnett Chamber has entered into in recent years with organizations that serve a diverse group of people, business owners such as the Korean and Spanish communities who call Gwinnett County home. So that is another event, another organization that's partnered with the Gwinnett Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, so kudos. Great things happening. All right, that's all the news I got for you today. I'm going to go to my last song, then I'm going to come back and give you my word of inspiration before I go. And then I'm going to say have a good weekend, but stay tuned before I do that. Stay tuned.
Your story. Tell me what made you change your mind. Oh, yeah. How you move forward and still go against the tide. Yeah.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration. Here goes. It says, sometimes the biggest accomplishment in life is to find yourself. Ooh-wee. Let me say that again. Sometimes the biggest accomplishment in life is to find yourself. Luisa Fernando Cicero said that, and she was right. Let me tell you something. Some people are still trying to figure out who they are. And when you find out who you are, that is an accomplishment, because once you know who you are, you can kind of create the life that you want. The problem is most people don't even know who they are. They haven't found themselves yet. And that's not a bad thing, but I will say to you, in order to find yourself, you have to do work on yourself. Like, in order to find out who you are and who you want to be when you grow up, you have to start to do that work and ask yourself some serious questions. Most people are living in this fantasy world that really does not exist for them. They're living in other people's world trying to make it their own. They don't know who they are because their identity is tied to somebody else's. Once you find yourself, that is a huge accomplishment. And when you do that, you can begin to live your life authentically. My question is, do you know who you are? That's all I got for you today. You could be anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 42 minutes with me. And I love and appreciate you for that. Be sure to make sure to follow me on all the social media platforms on the Good Morning Gwinnett. And also download the app from the App Store. So if you got an Android phone or Apple phone, there's an app in the App Store for Good Morning Gwinnett. And listen. If you're thinking about starting a podcast, be sure to go to podcastuniversity.training. Podcastuniversity.training. Classes start next weekend, next Saturday. It's a one-day class, 2 hours. It's going to walk you through how to start your podcast. You can ask all the questions you want to ask on that training and get ready to kick your podcast off. I know you've been sitting on the fence. You've been thinking about it. You've been worrying about it. You know you should do it. You don't know how to do it. Make the investment in yourself. Take the class. Enroll in the classes next Saturday at 10:30 a.m. in the morning to 12:30. You're going to get everything you need to know to launch the podcast. So be sure to sign up for that class next Thursday. And also, if you are a woman who is serious about taking podcasting and turning it into a business, I invite you to be a part of the Pod Chicks community. I relaunched the Pod Chicks community and because I realized there are still a lot of women out there who want to be in the podcasting space. So be sure to go to podchicks.com. That's PODCHIX.com. We are a community of women who are on the same page about starting and growing podcasting to either help us grow our business or starting as a business. So go to podchicks.com to start to become a member of our Podchicks community. And if you want to learn how to start your podcast and you're not, you don't want to be a part of the community, go to podcastuniversity.training. I don't know why I'm going to say pod kids. Podcastuniversity.training to learn how to start the podcast. If you want to be a part of our community, go to Podchicks, PODCHIX, X as in X-ray.com. All right. I'll be back again Monday at 10 a.m. You guys stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.